You want to do something new in your sketchbook, but you just don't know what? Well, this video is going to be perfect for you because today we're trying something new. One of my dear subscribers sent me this comment suggesting I try an interactive sketchbook spread. And that's exactly what we're going to try today. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm sure we're going to enjoy it. So let's grab some acrylic markers and get creative. And today we have these very special acrylic markers. I just received them from Ohuhu, and I've been dying to try them because they're supposed to be really easy to blend. Right off the bat, I love the amount of colors I get, and it comes in this really cool case. Today I'm using my spreads sketchbook, the sketchbook I use to create spreads, because I already have some ideas on how I want my pages to work and be interactive. I'm using 2 spreads for my idea. On the first one, I want to create a scene with flowers and foliage and really test these markers out to see how painterly I can get with them. And then I want the first spread to have a cutout connecting it to the pages behind it where I'm going to have the interactive piece. I am not big on swatching. I'm big on jumping in to excitedly try new art supplies. So I'm grabbing a few markers. I'm doing a rush swatch and I'm just going to test them on the page on this flower. And because it was promised to me, I'm testing the blending between the 2 red markers first. I want to see how these combine, and I love it. It is so easy to do, and I have to note the paint is not eating into the paper. That is so important. So I jump in with the orange to add some highlights, and again, it's very easy to mix, so that encourages me to get a little bit bolder with color and adding purple to the mix. I'm basically using these pens as I would use brush and paint, but of course there's no mess here and it's way faster. I love working like this. It would take a lot of colors and a lot of brushes and a lot of cleaning brushes for me to get this effect normally. So I'm quickly getting obsessed with these, and I'm thinking I could incorporate them on my canvas work. So yeah, these markers are quickly approved by me. The blending is outstanding. With that little test done, I'm going to jump to draw the rest of the scene for this spread. I have a light pencil sketch underneath, but I'm actually just going to use the purple marker to draw the elements I want. I do want the purple to be an undertone in the foliage. My idea for this is to be a floral page, but we're going from flowers in a vase inside to flowers outside, like a little transition. Also, I'm confident about using this dark marker to doodle because I now know that the opacity of the markers is so good. So I know I'm going to be able to change lines if I need to by simply covering them as I paint. But first, let me finish the first flower. I just want to see how it looks, and now I am invested. But with that first flower done, there's no escaping it now. I need to fill the swatch card to see what colors I have to work with. And here it is. I am very happy with the color range. You have desaturated colors and colors that are really, really good to get painterly effects. There's a nice range of gray, of brown, and I really like the shades of the greens that were provided. So yeah, nice colors, great. I'm going to erase a bit of the pencil to have a clearer idea of what I'm painting before moving forward. And I'm going to start working on the background now. That's where I should have started in the first place. I just couldn't resist the temptation of testing the markers. With acrylics, you should always work from the background forward so that colors are easier to layer and it looks better. I'm starting with a little blend here on the background too. I want these 2 greens to merge so I have this transition from an indoor to an outdoor space. After the green, I decided to do the walls with pink. And as I filled the space, I tried different colors, including purple. I thought maybe it would look like wallpaper or something, but I'm not liking the light pink at all. So again, I'm going to go back and I'm going to blend it. Yeah, I'm real excited about the blending. That improved everything, and it makes a better transition for the background on the left side too. So now I'm just going to move forward with the rest of the flowers. Again, I'm layering and layering color. I'm blending where I need to blend and layering where it makes sense. The difference is just a few seconds of drying time, and these pens are so versatile. I love the painterly effect. I also have to note that I love an acrylic marker. You don't have to activate, no pumping, no pushing down, just a little shake if you need a little more ink to flow down to the tip. Okay, so that's enough with red flowers. I'm going to do a light pink one now. I'm not loving it, so I'm gonna work in some yellows and see if that improves it, because I think it needs to be lighter. I have to say, I'm enjoying this process so much. I haven't been painting as much as I'd like, so this is really hitting the spot for me. I'm having fun, I'm feeling very inspired using the markers. It's just like painting, and I love how I can blend them right on the spot. Moving to the right side of the spread, I have a lot of leaves here and I want more shades of green than the ones that I have available. So I'm just going to use the blending once again to basically mix more colors on the paper and get the shades of green I want. I'm mixing in browns and grays and getting a lot of variation. This process is fast too. I just keep switching pens. And now that the foliage is done, I need to get the flowers on this side. I like how that lighter flower looks on the other side, so I'm just going to choose the same colors for this side. Same with the red. And I'm bringing in the pink from the background on the left side to this side with these last two flowers. Okay, I have this beautiful painting now. Let's work on the interactive part. First, I'm going to cut around the leaves so both spreads connect visually. And oh, you know what? I remember I want to have a butterfly here. Let me draw one. Why do I always struggle drawing these? Well, I looked for a reference and I kept fiddling with it and adjusting things until I got a pair of wings I could tolerate. But now I'm looking at the footage and the first one wasn't as bad, but this is something I commonly experience. It's just different to see things through a screen. In that moment, I felt I needed to fix it, so I tried multiple times. I cleaned everything a bit as I worked and left the parts I knew I was going to cut out messy. And now I'm simply going to use my scissors to cut around the outlines of these leaves, and I'm also going to work a little more on the butterfly, cleaning it up and adding more details to it. Yay, we are now ready to work on part 2 and add little interactive touches. First, I'm marking where this edge lies so that I can make sure nothing on the back shows through before flipping the page. And because I worked so painterly and realistically on the first spread, I want this one to be very cartoonish and naive. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to block out the area for the sky and kind of sketch around what I want to do. Put a character here, a little frog, and make a rough plan. I'm getting some extra paper from the back of my book because I want the froggy character to be a movable element instead of being part of the spread. So I'm recreating it on the side, trying to make it the same size as my sketch. And I'm going back to color everything, including the space I first drew it on. So this is going to be easy to color. I have a little pond in the middle and then loads of grass around it. And I'm literally just coloring in leaves, no blending this time around, just filling up all the spaces as I try to keep the colors flat. I am enjoying my time coloring. It's quiet and peaceful, but maybe I like the blending side a little bit more. It was more inspiring to me, or I really need to paint more. In any case, I now have a background on this spread, so I'm going to go back to the frog. I want a little blend for this one, so I'm going to start by coloring it that way, a little yellow and a little green. And I'm also going to trace the outline of the butterfly from the first side because I want to mirror that on the cartoon side. But this time I'm doing both sides of it so that we can have one wing fold out. After tracing and folding and cutting, all that's left is adding color. Painting the butterfly was such a fun little side quest. I enjoyed layering the markers so much. And it was fun, not stressing about a reference and just coloring it in a playful, whimsical way, adding heart-shaped markings. I enjoyed creating this butterfly way too much, so much that I actually made another one. So yeah, now we have 2 butterflies and I'm gonna finish the froggy by adding details to it. Blending a little bit more, finishing the eyes, and I went for purple as an outline just to keep everything playful. Now we have 3 items to add to our spread. I'm just going to glue them in place. This is going to be so simple. The first butterfly, I'm just gluing the one side of the wing so we can keep the other one off the sketchbook and fold it more if we want to. And the second butterfly, I'm gluing the middle so that both wings can be propped up. Time to glue the frog, and for this one, I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue to its right side, and that's it. Why? Well, because I want her to open to reveal something, and that something is her kids. Yes, I also drew these 2 little baby frogs, and I wanted to surprise you with them, so surprise! And another cute surprise is that the frog actually has a bum and a little flower tattoo right above it. Now the kids are gonna be able to hide behind their mom, but I want them to be tailored to the page. So following another dear subscriber suggestion, I'm using a little bit of ribbon for that. I'm just gonna glue one side to the frogs and the other one behind the mom. Thank you, Tara, for all of the ideas you shared on how to make pages interactive. I really appreciated them. All the interactive fun bits are in place, so to finish, I'm just going to go over the illustration to add details and clean it up. So some outlining and drawing of extra details like lily pads, flowers, shadows in the water, and ripples on it. And that's it. We are done for today. But hey, if you want even more interactive elements and ideas on how to make your pages interactive, check out this video with the flip through of a prompt book I've been working on. I have lots of different ideas there. And here we have the first part of the pages we worked on today, a very painterly image, which still has a little bit of a transition from indoors to outdoors, but most importantly, a cutout edge that is our first interactive element that combines it with the page behind it, where we find our cute cartoonish fun scene with a few fun elements like the butterflies and the frogs. I really loved today's results. I hope this inspired you to try something different. And I love using these amazing new markers to achieve the looks we had today. So thank you so much, Ohuhu, for sending these. I'm going to use them a lot. That's it from me today. I hope that I'll see you next week with a brand new video and that you're having the most wonderful day. Bye.